Hey guys, it's John from our Hodgepodge Homestead. Sorry for the absence. I don't know if you saw one of our jar haul video a couple days ago, but yeah, we had some issues going on here at the Hodgepodge Homestead. Number one, as far as the pantry chats go, I was spending a lot of time out in the backyard and the garden area getting all our raised beds built, putting in posts, getting some fences put up, and laying down fabric, ground cover fabric, cardboard, and mulch, and then filling all the boxes. I think over the weekend we did over like 134 wheelbarrow loads of that. We built a couple big entry boxes the entryway into the garden, worked on a hoop house, and did some improvements there. Put up a fence for my dogs inside my fenced-in backyard because they were getting into stuff, running through the garden beds and things like that. But anyway, got a little busy out there, and next thing you know, it was too late to do a pantry chat for the week. And then pretty much same thing happened the following week, so 2 weeks without a pantry chat. Well, then COVID decided to make a stop at the Hodgepodge Homestead. Heather got it. Our son Brendan got it. They had it 4 or 5 days, and I'm thinking, yeah, I'm not going to get it. Well, then all of a sudden, right on the forehead, I got bammed with it. And I dealt with a fever for 16 days. And I'm 57 years old. That's the worst thing that's ever hit me in my entire life. When I was stationed in Egypt in the Air Force, I got dysentery. And I thought that was bad, but that was only for a couple weeks. No, this whole COVID thing, it's COVID. It is what it is. Who knows what it is? It was the flu. Flu-like symptoms, fever. That was the thing that really kept me down was the fever. I'd feel like I was doing good, and then I wasn't. And energy level was gone. I'd walk out to open the chickens up and feed them in the morning, and I'd come in, and I'd feel like I'd ran a marathon. No breath. The air was gone. The lungs were hurting. So it was basically get out of bed, go sit on the couch. And for about after 5 days of that, my body just started hurting from inactivity. My hips were tight and sore, and my lower back was hurting. I finally ended up going to the emergency room because I had pneumonia several years ago, and that was pretty bad. I just didn't want it to go there. So I went to the emergency room, and they checked me in, did the test, and sure enough, I was positive for the COVID. So basically, Motrin and Tylenol is all I did for that whole time, and got better. Energy took a long time to get back. I'm still working on that, but every day it's better. So anyway, Heather had it for about 5 days, and she had the fever and just little minor flu-like symptoms, and same with Brendan. They pretty much popped right back out of it. So they took care of me. Heather took care of the dogs, took care of the chores, and did a great job. So I know that I can get sick and things will still get done. And our daughter, Sierra, she was a great big help for us. She went and got us things, and that's something I'm going to cover here real quick. We're pretty prepared for ourselves in an emergency if something were to happen. We needed for nothing except, I've got my cat getting his stuff done here, except for the animals. Now, I've always been on, the mindset, okay, if anything really hits the fan and it gets really bad, the animals can go out and forage. I can get them to water. They can go forage. They can have table scraps or whatever, or scraps from the garden and such. The dogs, they really can't forage. They could get scraps and things like that, but then again, I'm going to feed my family before I feed my dogs. So, lesson learned there. We are going to start putting up food for the animals. Now, right now, all we have are chickens. And with being down, 16 days is a lot of time not getting things done outside in the spring, preparing for things you want on the homestead. You know, we just ended up buying property south of our property, connected to ours. It's only not even half an acre, but that's where I was going to put my pigs. Well, there's prep time for that. You know, you got to build them a shelter, you got to build fencing, you got to have a water system, you got to have a feeder. I have all those things, so it's basically just putting it all together and getting it there. But I got behind on that, and now it's getting to the point where 3-4 hours a day is going to be dedicated to the garden. And once it gets super hot and muggy, I don't like to be outside. So I don't know if pigs are going to happen this year. Meat birds are definitely going to happen. We will be getting those soon. They live for about 2 weeks within a brooder, and then they go into their chicken tractor. So we do 20 at a time because that's what my chicken tractor holds comfortably. So we'll do a couple batches of those, but we're not going to get into any sheep or any goats or anything else this year. I do have a cow at a friend's house just about 4 miles away, the Pratt family homestead. If you ever watch those guys, check out their channel, watch them. And that's that for animals. I don't think we're gonna push ahead. We still have some infrastructure we have to take care of in the house. I got some plumbing issues that I have to take care of, slow drainers, you know, that kind of stuff. We have a bathroom we have to renovate. So I think we're gonna put our money and our time into those things. Animals can always happen, you know, so. But there are things I need to do down here and whatnot. So anyway, again, back on the COVID, I kind of wander. But back on the COVID, we did learn some lessons, like I said, with food storage for the animals, and that's something that we have learned and we're gonna build on. I've got 4 or 5 galvanized trash cans. You know, back when I used to have lots of animals, I kept their feed separated. So I've got those, and that's what I feed out of now with the chickens. I feed them pellets and the little granules. I mix it for them so they got a mixture of something to eat. So I'll keep their bulk stuff in these bins, and same with the dog food. I'll keep it in those. Keeps the animals out of them. You know, mice can't chew through that. So, but anyway, yeah, we're back, and I thank you guys for all the messages on hope everything's okay, where you at, we miss you. That really makes us feel pretty good. Heather's working today. She wanted to be in on this, but again, we got, today is, I think, Tuesday, so we've got to get it done. I'm doing a Lisa from Sutton's Days. If you don't follow her, go to Sutton's Days, follow Lisa. We are doing a collaboration video with, here's some other ones you need to go to. Jenny Goff, check her channel out. Thule Lou Creates, check her channel out. Linda's Pantry, check her channel out. Sutton's Days, check her channel out. And our Hodgepodge Homestead. We're all doing a collaboration video for the whole month of May on cooking ugly chicken. On every 5 days a week, one of those channels will put out a video on different recipes for canned chicken. So look for that, check that out. It's Ugly Chicken Cook-Off. And if you have any ugly chicken jokes, hey, send them my way. But yeah, check that out, do that. We are gonna go back to the pantry chats. However, once it gets a little warmer outside. Yesterday was almost 60 degrees, and today it's like 30 something. So my peppers and tomatoes out in the greenhouse are wondering what's going on probably. But I haven't done a lot of videoing of what's going on in the garden. I mean, you saw some of our plans and what we're going to do. Well, next time we take you out there, we'll show it to you pretty much done. Like I've said in the past, I don't really like to show me working on stuff because I kind of think as I go and plan as I go, and sometimes that requires redoing things. And you know, I'm not a builder, I'm not a construction guy. I make things happen and they work. But anyway, we've got a complete fence around the garden now. All the posts are in. They're still, some are really high, some are really short, because everything out there was free. So that's pretty cool. I had to buy screws. I had to buy the ground cover, but mulch, donkey poop, and topsoil, you know, was all free. I'll tell you how we got all that when we're out in the garden. But Heather's got lots of cool plans for out there, and we're getting some designing things going and some little trinkets to hang out there and stuff like that. So it's going to be pretty cool. My asparagus is growing like crazy. Let's see. I'm not going to talk about all the garden right now. That'll be for garden chat. Excuse me. But as far as pantry goes, I've not done a lot in the pantry since we got sick. Today I do have to fill some of my upper pantry jars. They've gotten empty from use, and let's see, I got to fill garlic powder, I have to fill my green onions, black pepper, and onion powder. So as you know, I use these. This is what I cook out of. This is in my upstairs pantry in the kitchen. And you know, okay, so I have black pepper. Well, right down here on the wall of spice, I have black pepper. So this black pepper, which looks like I need to buy more for down here, will go into here, and this will go upstairs and get used daily. And I'll do the same for each one of these that need filled. And I also need to do my Prego jars with celery seed, rosemary, and oregano leaves. I thought I had oregano up there. Oh, I have whole oregano leaves, and that is like ground stuff. They all have a purpose in my crazy brain for cooking. So, but other than that, I have been getting some jars. I've been finding some lids. My son actually called me yesterday. He lives over near Grand Rapids in Michigan. That's over here on the West Coast. And he was in a Dollar General and actually found some lids. So he told me about it. I said, well, hey, you find them, you grab a couple boxes. Don't take them all. Don't be a hoarder. But get them, and next time we're together, bring them. But I'm doing pretty well on jar lids. These are smallmouth, and these are wide mouth, and they're 3 rows deep. So, you know, don't go there and buy 10 boxes and take them from somebody else that might need them. Just buy a couple boxes every time you go if you see them. Don't be that guy. That person, I should say. But yeah, there's some things I got to do. I've got to rearrange a few things down here. My empty jars are getting out of hand. They got to go outside to where I store my jars. And this summer we're really going to concentrate on eating from out of here more, you know, because we're putting a lot in the garden this year that's going to take a lot of space up. So we're not doing so much on tomatoes this year because, yeah, I'm loaded with tomatoes. I'm going to do whole tomatoes, and I think I'm probably going to do some stewed tomatoes also. But we're not putting 40 plants in this year. The kids are going to get a couple plants, and if they want them. But we are doing several different squashes. But now I've got this room and the room behind the camera, and I'm going to be able to store all my squashes down here. It's going to be an excellent place for them because, like you guys have seen throughout the other pantry chats, this room doesn't get much above 40 during the winter, so that's perfect storage temperature. I took my my thermometer out of here and put it out in the greenhouse. So I was just going to tell you what it is right now in here. It's probably not quite, maybe it's 50, 55 maybe, or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, we started building up some of our stores for hygiene. We were getting a little low on soaps and things like that, so every time we go to the store now, we're buying a box of soap. Heather makes soap, but that's time consuming, and until we have an outdoor kitchen built up, she doesn't want to do it in the house again. So we're gonna start working on an outdoor kitchen layout for this summer and do a couple things out there. I want to get an activity center built outside for my grandkids. You know, they come here and don't have anything to do. I've got couple swings hanging off a big tree limb, but you know, I want to build them a slide, a little fort, and swings and stuff like that. Maybe a teeter-totter. Yeah, those are things that we want to get done outside this year. And another reason why we're probably not going to do the animals this year. Now, you never know with me. If the animal comes up and somebody's got to get rid of one, or somebody's got to do it and they're not ready for butcher, who knows? It might happen, but nothing's planned right now. Other than that, I got a little bit of a mess back there. Some things just got put away when I was sick, just to get them away from the kitchen area. But I did build a new shelf back here. Moved my coffee up from down below and things like that. But other than that, as far as the pantry goes, not a whole lot has changed. Again, Heather and I really want to express our good feelings for everybody that was checking in on us. That, you know, we've done that in the past with other people who haven't had a video in a while, and it's like, you know, this is such a community-based, almost like family type thing, you know, that you've never even met before, and it's pretty cool. We really appreciated all the concern and the wondering and all that. So, but we are back, and videos are going to start popping in your face. You'll probably get tired of me, but hopefully the weather will turn here and we can start doing some videos outside. We're putting some new plants in the ground in the house, in soil today. We're getting our squashes ready, and some of our greens, cucumbers. What else were we gonna plant inside? Oh, Heather's doing some loofahs. We got those seeds are soaking right now. Our squashes, spaghetti squash, acorn squash, butternut. And we're doing another one this year. I can't remember what it is. But like I said, we never really did a whole bunch of squashes before because of the ability to store them. You know, like spaghetti squash. You're not going to can spaghetti squash. Acorn and butternut you can can, and I love eating that stuff. And by the way, before it gets too warm, I'm going to do the soup recipe for you guys. But now with the ability to store it down here, that's where we're going to go. So anyway, let me show you one thing. I'll be right back with you. Look at that. That's a smoked ham that came from a pig I helped butcher. Yep, I got 2 of these. This thing probably weighs 8 or 9 pounds. But it's just now starting to get that little coating of white mold that you like. And I was going to cook this, but I think I'm just going to leave it, and I'm going to come down, and whenever I want a sliver, take a sliver off, cut it up for the charcuterie board, and go that way. But it smells so good. The whole pantry down here kind of smells like smoke, you know, from smoking it. But it was smoked, I want to say back in January we did these. So, yeah, pretty cool. Anyway, let me hang it back up in here. But anyway, guys, I think I'm going to cut this pantry chat off right there. Sorry there wasn't a whole bunch of informative learning information on this one, but this was just a hey, we're back, and we're excited to be back, and we are going to be slapping you in the face with videos. So remember, every time you watch them, hit that like button, share it for us. It helps us. We're growing. We're a growing channel. We're doing pretty good, I think. And that's where we stand right now. So you know how everything goes here at Hodgepodge Homestead. We love being in our pantry, and you should too. See y'all later.